Let God. Somebody showed a t-shirt, said, I'm letting God handle it because if I do, I'm going to jail. Ha ha ha. Let me tell you something. If you're a sheep, you don't let God. God will snatch you. Hebrews 12, 6-8, by the way. Yeah, we don't let God do anything. Hebrews 12, 6-8 tells you that process. For whom the Lord loveth, he doesn't love everybody. Went back to Don Adams. I was like, Don Trump, Donald Trump, Don Drumpf, 666, Don Adams, not Donald Adams. Adam and Eve, Black Adam movie just came out. Don Adams. He was born 4/13/1923. On the offing day, he will be 36, fused with a 638. I think we've been over this. Earl's license tag, cost of my divorce to the 88, and the subsequent 86ing of the 88. There it is right there. He will be 6388 days old as he sleeps on our 11/27 date. So it's very, we're going to get into a lot today. So I want to look at a few photos. So let's go back to the 638 times pi. What does 638 times pi give us? It gives us 11/29, the date of the rising and or the opening of the book of Revelation. 11/29. You got an 88, 86. The 88 is over the 86. He conquers over, wins over the 86ing. 322. 11/7, rising from the bottomless pit, Eve coding fused with it. Fascinating. But that number did begin with a number and then a 0. So I was told a long time ago, a number, single digit, means it's a single digit when there's a 0 after it. Times it by God 7154. God was spelled God in our language for a reason. So times it by 7154. And it begins with the 143 or the 1/4 tray. Haha. And I want you to look and see what we got. I've shown you this before, but it's time to go back and revisit all this. So it begins with 143, which is that way they write, I love you. 1 letter, 4 letters, 3 letters. This always meant the 1/4 tray in my fleshy days. And remember, it's 33 days left in the year when he would rise, isn't it? But I want you to see the word Eve there. That's Eve in Strong's Concordance, Hebrew, Old Testament, Eve. 2332. That's Eve, Old Testament. 5, my single digit married number, followed by Eve. 2096, Strong's Concordance, New Testament. So this pi is quite the, here's 420, which is the abomination of desolation day in 2023. 420, 2023 fused together. 98th verse of Revelation. There's that 69. And then the 88. And the book of ends with the book of Revelation 66. So you go back to the 69. Now you go back to Trump's. My divorce date was 3 332 days left in the year. In the year 2009, 666, 98th verse, 88 for Trump. So that's future tense. But there's that 69 that sits in the middle of the 66 book of Revelation and 88 Trump. Remember, the Antichrist is for the church, not for it in the sense that he is for it, but his evil job is to cleanse the church, to beat the world out of the lost sheep. So that's the fusion of 332 days left in the year. Well, Trump goes down with 34 days left in the year. And the next 2 days are 33 and then 32 days left in the year. Again, future tense, on his way to what? 666, 98th verse, 88, book of Revelation, 88, 69, again in the middle. And that 69 is there also with that pi times 638. Seems to be all about that 638 number, doesn't it? There's something I want to go over with y'all that's might be fascinating and it might be nothing. Moon sermons, charms from the Da Vinci Code that Angel White and Shaking My Head Productions showed us from the movie The Da Vinci Code. Let me get it up here. Hang on so you can see it. Sermon, charms. All right. Moon, sermon, charms. SERMON, charms. Got it. Starting with the full moon of the 8th, moon, sermon, charms. A space for each word. You do end on the 26th, which takes us to the eve of the offing. I don't know if it means anything, but popped in my head. Figured we'd share it up, right? Yeah, no reason to. It's just fascinating. Could mean totally nothing, but the next day would be the 27th when he would go down. So is that the cipher? Because why did they say moon? We just finished the total lunar. And from that day forward, it's the same way we did V for Vendetta. V. Remember the 5th of November, add the V. 22 plus 5 is the 27th. So that's pretty cool. All right, on to the next. You go back to that personal days that I got on the tab. And November 27th, my mom's passing, which was on May 6, 2010. I guess I need to track the days on that. Here's my mom's number. 8 times 18, that's 144, times 1942, the summer of 42. Remember that movie, The Summer of 42? My mom was born the summer of 42. Look at her number. 27 November. Also the April Fool's Day of 1987, which was quite an event that began the relationship I had through the whole 1988 year. July 9th, 1961 movie poster, 7/9. Okay. Anyway. We go back to Skyfall, Take the Bloody Shot. Opens the movie, he gets popped. United States is October 26, 2012. Remember, 2012 was also The Dark Knight Rises. Here's your 143 again. 143 minutes, which is 223 or 322 coded. Hey, it's 7:18, y'all. The Dark Knight Rises. July 18th, 7:18, Porsche 911, Porsche 718. So when we do go to Skyfall, you also see an October 23rd London premiere. When you include both dates, which you are allowed to do, as it hits on 11/27, you get 3688. 121 month, followed by a 5. 121 coded. Antichrist was 121 in simple gematria. So that's interesting. You got 3688. 36 is a triangular number of 666. What is a triangular number? When you start adding numbers 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5, if you go all the way to plus 35 plus 36, your equal sign will be 666. 36 is a triangular number of 666. 8 is the triangular number of 36. That's my number. 7 times 6, 42. 76 is Adam in the New Testament, Strong's Concordance, times 1961. 8, the triangular number of 36, which is the triangular number of 666. 8, TO, 236, TO, 2, 666. So when we go to the 26th, the United States release date, and you go to the rising day, which would be the 29th, you got 121 coded in the month, of course. But we get the 3686. The 86ing, of course, of Trump. But the 68 is the reversing of the 86. And it is the reversing day. It's the day he rises. So that's pretty interesting. What's the other Skyfall date? November 9th. Okay. We can key in November 9th and just see what comes up for all the dates. That's 11/9 coding for Donald, which might be that's what it's all about. There's our 67. There's our 88/128 with the hours. That's rising. If you just go to the offing date, again with a 67, 367. The hours are 88:08. Got 88 in the seconds. Very interesting stuff. That 67 is very big on something more in the personal realm. Now we go to Casino Royale, 144 minutes. 144. Isn't that 2 hours, 24 minutes? And I'm 224. I'm in that 224 range. Days old. That's pretty cool. What will I be on the offing day? That's right, 22424. 2/24/24, which is Jesus and Strong's Concordance 24/24. In hope of, wishful thinking. 53817 6. Got 53 and 76 in the hours. 322 in the minutes opens that up. And 143 in the percentage of the common year. 61, 143. All right. So Casino Royale, who Eva Green is another way to write Eve. We've already looked that up. Remember, Jeffrey Wright is one of the stars, and y'all know my friend Jeff Wright. who was born 11/17. This movie was released on 11/17 in the United States. Casino Royale, the beginning of the Daniel Craig. Well, that 11/17 to the offing date is 5854. .585 is the address where I got married to my second wife, which is just, that's fascinating to me. Let's look at some other dates for Casino Royale's. It was really no change, but anyway, let's keep moving. So they both came out in 2012. Skyfall, Take the Bloody Shot, and The Dark Knight Rises. They were released 98 days apart. 98 Book of Revelation. 98th verse of the Book of Revelation is the white horse verse. Crown, bow, all of it. 14 weeks, 3 months, 6 days, 36 coded, or 666 coding with crowning, white horse, all that. $319 coded again, Rising Day. Let's see what this is about. So Tracy McGrady Sr. on the Rising Day, 61 years old, 3 months, 19 days, 319 coded. We've been over that 319 relentlessly. Like it. Okay. What else do we have? Don Adams did that. So that prep is done. The movie You Should Have Left, coded 9/11, 894 days. That 89, it's so big. That's remember, that's Trump's number in the Jewish gematria. I think it's, if you say Donald John Trump or something like that, Donald J. Trump. It's Candy's third marriage number. It's extremely huge. It's gigantic. Is it Donald J. Trump? I think it's Donald J. Trump, where it begins with a 1. Yeah, the 1189. And notice her third marriage progression again, 888. The 148, which is her marriage number. Remember, Trump's number is 163464. My second wife, 63. My third wife, 64. And so You Should Have Left, that movie. You know, that theology is breaking all that stuff down. A lot of it's on BitChute. I can't concentrate enough to watch all of it or to watch the videos, but y'all certainly can. Theology Ed, and he gives you a BitChute link and all of that. You know, if y'all can glean anything off of it, let us know for sure. Then there's the Antichrist Superstar album, Marilyn Manson. Well, what do you know? It was released on October 8th. Again, 88. They are telling you that a lot of their months are coded behind the scenes. September's the 7th month. So 9/11 was 7/11. 11/7 is written in most all countries, which is the rising of the Antichrist. And so this album was released on October 8th, 1996. Let's check it out. It's the 313 month with 19 days. So 31319 is 319 coding, 313 for, you know, the frame of the head wound. 26 1 month, 26 years, 1 month, 19 days. So it's 9/11 or 119 Donald coded. If we go to the Rising Day, you got 121 Antichrist, 1 month, 21 days. But let's go when he is the superstar, allegedly on 4/20, 2023. Remember pi, that number pi gave that to us. There's your 969. That's just brilliant. 9690 days, 969. for the release of the album to what we think is the Abomination of Desolation. You look at 138.42. 1384 weeks, 2 days. Take the bloody shot. Go back to the Fibonacci sequence. Part of Candy's address is 1321. Her number begins with 55. She was my 55, my second wife. Fifth marriage number, my marriage number, single digit. Second progression, add another one to it. My third would be 555. Then there's her next marriage progression of 89. It ends with the 144,000 of the church. This is the Fibonacci sequence. That's what that is. You look at text to Trump 88022. In the heart of that number is the letter A, R, I, 1189. Again, Donald J. Trump in Jewish gematria. All right, good stuff. I hope you thought. And let's close with Christian's got a post for us. Thank you, Christian. I was just thinking about a few things. Did you notice DeSantis beat Charlie Crist? Let me blow this up for me and Yahal, but I need it for my own eyes. All right, blew it up pretty good. I was just thinking about a few things. Did you notice DeSantis beat? So he threw the H in there for Christ. I get it. They're very cryptic, aren't they? Christopher Nolan, Christian Bale. 57-42. Very powerful numbers in that. Ooh, golly, that was bitter. Hang on just a second. So in the Florida gubernatorial race, 13-point spread. Gotta love that. 13 also fused in there. Also, DeSantis and Trump, DT 2024, both from Florida. Again, Florida. They're joke. I think Florida just gets it once this all begins. I think where I live, they just put an X across Florida. And God's put the X across the United States. He's put the X across Florida. He has them do it, but this is God's will. Everything is God's will. This is never God against Satan. There's a war going on. It's a war God ordained that he destroys and wins. There's nothing to it. Piece of cake. It's already been declared. Every bit of it. Also, DeSantis and Trump, 2024, DT, 2024, both from Florida. The day he is supposed to make an announcement, November 15th. From that day until the hours November 24th, Thanksgiving Thursday, will be either 9 days, 10 days, that includes the date, X'd out across America from the 15th until November 27th is either 12, 13 days. Hey, what about that moon sermons charms thing we did? If you include this end date, it's a holiday weekend. Thanksgiving is one of the busiest travel weeks. People will be distracted with turkey and Black Friday sales. If we were to go down on Thanksgiving, it would definitely catch people off guard, not give people time. I feel like that would be a great day for them to come snatch me. If he's going down on Sunday, come get me on Black Friday, right? And if we were to go down on Thanksgiving, it would definitely catch people off guard, not give people time to get money out of the banks. It would also be a Thursday, like Jesus. Oh, thanks heaven, Thanksgiving. Could November 15th give people false hope. He announces that he's running 2024, and the next week, the markets react, like Joe Kane said. And this Christian's explaining to me what Joe Kane mean. I didn't really know what Joe Kane meant. I appreciate the explanation here. People giving false, so the markets would go up. So that's the short squeeze before it crashes. Too much caffeine. My heart's about to beat right out of my chest. And get false hope. The holiday weekend, the rug pulled out. If they really wanted to affect people's money, the better time would be November 26th, 27th. After they have spent on gifts, November 15th to the 24th is 9 days. 296, 216. 25th to 24th. 144. 86, 4. 288 on the hours. Hopefully y'all are reading all this. That 187 too. All right, thank you very much for that, Christian. All right, love y'all. This will be in the playlist.